Welcome to my side of the bag. Drew Hinesley, emergency session on Friday morning of PGA Championship week. Scottie Scheffler has been arrested outside of the Valhalla Golf Club in Louisville, Kentucky. There was a fatality this morning. A pedestrian was struck, and the police had cordoned off the area. Obviously, a crime scene was being investigated. Scottie trying to circumvent the traffic, I guess broke the perimeter of that crime scene. Then, according to reports from ESPN, a police officer tried to attach himself to Scottie's car. Scottie then drove another 10 yards or so, with the then coming to then bringing the car to a stop. The officer then tried to grab his arm. Scottie opened the door, got out of the car. The officer slammed him against the car, put him in cuffs, led him away, put him in a car, took him to the police station, where at 7:38 a.m. Eastern time on Friday morning, Scottie was booked into the Louisville jail, was held at least another hour. We're in that time frame now, so doing this, I'm not checking my phone to see if he has been released. He does have a 10:08 tee time, as the PGA Championship second round was delayed because of this accident and possibly because of some weather. But so a 10:08 tee time, we're not sure if Scottie can make that right now. But as far as why I'm doing this, I want you guys to understand that accidents happen. There's a big police presence at every PGA Tour event, every live event, every LPGA event. And then when you get the majors, there's even an added layer, maybe a couple layers of security. There's a lot of cop cars that we travel amongst and around basically every week we do our job. So this is not something unheard of for a player to kind of maybe jump up on a curb and try to scoot around and try to get to work when they intend to. And keep in mind, these guys are creatures of habit. So if you have an 8:30 tee time, you may get to work at 5:30. I know many guys, they start their routine 3.5, maybe 4 hours ahead of the actual tee time when it comes to stretching, when it comes to nutrition, just getting your body ready. They want to walk onto the first tee feeling the same way every single day. So from a professional perspective, this was just Scottie going in to get his stretching done, to get some fitness done, to wake up his body before his round as he would do any other golf round. And in the pre-dawn hours, you see that something's going on. Obviously, Scottie had no idea that there had been a fatality, and that was what was delaying things. He probably just thought, well, I'll just scoot over here and go around these guys, and then I'll get in and do my job. And because they are golfers, because we are golfers and caddies, sometimes we feel entitled to scoot around the security. Let's compare for a minute. If there's a line at the metal detector going into Staples Center, do you think LeBron James is going to stand in that line and wait and get checked like everybody else? Most likely not. He's LeBron James. He's there to work. Everybody should know who he is. And he's going to walk around and he's going to go in and begin to prepare himself for the event that's going to take place. Scottie is no different here. He wasn't trying to be a bad boy. He wasn't trying to break the law, certainly. I know Scottie personally, and he'd be the last guy in that field that I would ever select to do something illegal or against the law. So this was a massive misunderstanding. And I guarantee you, as soon as Scottie realized the severity of what he had done by maybe breaching a border of a crime scene or a no-fly zone that the cops had established, he probably just felt awful. But he was also probably stunned that he was in handcuffs being led away from his courtesy car, and they're in the tournament. And at that point, a little bit fearful that he's not going to get to do what we all want him to do today, which is to continue to play golf at this insanely high level. Again, 10:08 tee time. We're going to see if he's going to make that. But this just a massive misunderstanding between Scottie and some police officers there on the scene at Valhalla. Tragic event. Someone lost their life this morning. And unfortunately, the headlining story is going to be Scottie being led away in handcuffs. But thoughts and prayers go out to the family that lost a loved one this morning. Still don't have a lot of news on that, obviously, as they're still investigating that story. But just an unfortunate circumstance here. And nobody's going to feel worse about this than Scottie Scheffler, especially given the loss of life. And now he's kind of taken the headlines away from that to himself. Scottie's a very humble young man, has a big heart for all things. So this will sadden him that he's kind of overshadowed this unfortunate incident with this person. And again, wasn't trying to break the law. I can tell you 100% that he was not trying to do anything nefarious. He was just trying to get to work. And unfortunately, a misunderstanding occurred. And now we have a mugshot of the #1 player in the world. Again, just a tough morning in Louisville, loss of life, and a big misunderstanding leading to a fairly big news story, which led to this emergency session of my side of the bag. Scottie Worldwide out on the golf course with his player Elizabeth Skokel at Liberty National right now, 2 under yesterday, in the top 20. And hopefully when I turn this off, I can follow Scottie and Elizabeth as they climb the leaderboard. Right now, they're 4 shots off the lead. So let's hope they can get a little closer. And we will certainly have an update to this story later today, if and when Scottie plays and when we hear his account, possibly in the media center, of exactly what went on. And as we get further reports, we will update this story. Thanks for joining me on my side of the bag.